There's like a 5-second delay, I think. Oh. So 5 seconds.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all? Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. The revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB out there.
bitch.
He stabbed her. I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Three, two, one.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you.
Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
She stole her betting slip. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take the dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, and so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make the dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business. We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro. Stay down.
Come on, Cole. How was it?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist. Where are you? Find cover.
going on around here? Our town's gone to shit.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy. That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money. Catch. Escania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back. Why? Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it. Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to get square, that LAPD cops might be involved. Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps, got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
Uh-oh. All things I wanted to hear. I get demoted. I got demoted back to... That means I have to drive a squad. Oh, crap. I got demoted. I got demoted again. I still get promoted. I get demoted. Demoted back to traffic. Oh, fucking terrific. I got demoted. That is shit.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Okay. Phew, I almost got demoted.
That getup of yours anyway. I should start introducing us as Detective Earl. This is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm the same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Well, this rate, I'm going to get demoted.
Bum took a swing.
This rate, I'm going to get demoted to something I don't want to be demoted to. This rate, I'll be driving
kind of look you were going for.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for. So what? That's life. We did our job. Closing one case opens another. Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff? Are you going to tell me? The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump. Someone's little girl. Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Doe's are. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Yes, officers detail Hollywood and Highland. Hollywood and Highland officers detail for 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit vehicle code 3 identified.
These things turn like shit. I don't know who's watching me. If anyone is watching me, I like doing these videos. This is our playlist.
Units officers detail Hollywood and Island. Hollywood and Island officers detail 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit handle code 3 identified.
What have we got?
Three guys tried to knock the place over and got jumped. Now they got a half dozen patrons and staff for insurance.
Do we know the situation inside?
2 inside covering the hostages, plus this charmer at the front door. We need to do something about him now, sir. He won't negotiate, and he'll kill this poor bastard if we don't put him down.
You coming? Making me mad, Howard. We didn't want to hurt you.
Hurry! There's still someone in there!
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair. Stay down.
That was easy. That was really easy. That was pretty. That was easy. One of the easiest missions I did so far.
Car 11K, code 4 at Hollywood First National Bank, corner of Hollywood and Highland. Suspects are down. I need an ambulance and notify the coroner.
Roger on the ambulance 11K. Be advised, suspects are down at Hollywood First National at the corner of Hollywood and Island.
You know the way. You can drive.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks.
I live upstairs. I used to live upstairs in an apartment building.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks.
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Rusty.
Phelps?
Val, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mel. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
Yeah, I took a look.
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
neck is bruised pretty badly.
Ooh, what the heck happened to her?
Bruising on the forearms and knees look like bite marks.
Very good.
I mean, this is one of the worst things I ever saw you say yet.
Very unusual ring.
Could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies. You might be onto something.
Junk.
Picture of a pelican. That's
Looks like barbiturates. Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
That's some pretty.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing?
Aha!
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
I'll be calling a doctor soon.
Look, I got nothing to tell you, and I can't work with you under my goddamn nose every second.
There's been a modeling assignment. This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look. Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
I'll make a phone call later.
Circumstantial. No good to me.
Iron.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? What else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Okay, just untrue.
So she wasn't mad at anyone in particular.
No, men were usually besotted with Miss Julia, not the other way around. I don't think Miss Julia was ever in love with anyone.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
But you cleaned up after parties.
Yes, I did. Sometimes beforehand. She was always so glamorous. She had the most beautiful clothes and jewelry. She could be hard, Miss Julie.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Mrs. Riddleson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all. She wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Riddleson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home. Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
I think Carruthers has called it right.
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
You can drive.
Those are Lucas Nash.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
That's not polite. I mean, I like Rusty. Rusty was nice. It was someone I prefer. Someone if he was real, I look up to Rusty if he's real. The thing is, though, I mean, he has good taste in cars. Just like that. The only bad about Rusty is he weighs more than I do, I think. 1947, what do you expect? I mean, no offense. I think me and Rusty have stuff in common. We're big. I mean, yeah, but come on, he has more. I think Rusty's more of a charmer than anyone else. I mean, yeah, Rusty's a little bit of a nut, a little bit of a hard ass, but still, I'll work someone here. Bullseye cigarettes. Stoneman's. I don't see Stoneman on this. Stoneman. 5th floor.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Damn. Is there an elevator? Or do I have to fucking or am I taking the stair? Or we're taking the stair. Oh, great God, there's an elevator.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Oh, 505. 502.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than my.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
56 years old. Okay.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Very little. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
She was disturbed, though.
Not in the conventional sense. She had trouble sleeping.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
Do you know where Miss Randall worked?
I have my patient's home address and next of kin. That's as far as it goes.
You said she was a fashion model?
Yes, that's correct.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know.
Hey guys, had to get me some water. Okay. Hey guys, back. I had to get some water, guys. If anyone's on here, you can say hi. I have a mirror. You guys can. I can read your guys' comments. You guys leave me a comment. I can read them. I have a mirror right next to me, so I can read your guys' comments. If you have one, you leave me a comment. I can read it for you. So you guys want to say something? You can just say it because I do have a mirror back here, so I can read your guys' comments. I have this thing called. I do have a mirror angled just where I can read your guys' comments. I see no one has made a comment yet, but I can read them.
You looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
When we're apart, I can't
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Any Central Unit 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Telling me that I'll spend the rest of my days. I'm everywhere I hear you. It's wonderful as ever, a special kind of heaven, but only when I hear you. And when we're apart, I wonder.
Nope. Hasn't given me anything to go on.
I think our work is done here.
It's a place to start.
I can't read that well.
Can you drive to this one?
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
42. Burnett.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, full of wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Shit.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiance, Henry Arnett.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiance to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Just for a little bit, guys. I just connect myself.
Phelps, badge 1247.
For a couple minutes, guys.
Detective.
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Okay. Options. Display. Sorry, guys. I just want to do it for a quickie. I just want a quickie, guys. Wow.
Radio is a member of the AEC.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking a big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt loud.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Burrow. Thanks for coming in. Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Okay, 20. Ah, he's young.
How well did you know Julia Randall? Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled. And you were close? We were friends. Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Sorry, guys. My hand. Sorry, guys. It's just getting cold in here, so I'm gonna. It got warmer. It feels colder in here. Tonight's down to. Ooh, holy shit! Thursday's getting down to 4. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. I have to turn the heater on. It's getting quite cold in here, and I don't like the cold that much. I'm surprised no one has put enough in the chat yet. Guys, can put some in the chat. I'll read it.
I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
So you don't have a name, someone we can follow up on?
No, I don't.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
You weren't even his friend, and he still confessed.
Some kind of traveling salesman? Once I got out of the Corps, I used my... You were in the Marines?
Sure.
I'm proud of it.
Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That would be all for now, Henry.
You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
I'd have expected a cat like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
I read about it in the paper.
What are you doing? He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
He wants a 5-star.
What are you doing? He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Too much slack. I get closer. Move in. I risk losing the trail.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here. You bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
You bought a ticket for Mexico City tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Homicide detectives Bukowski and Galloway have information relating to the Randall case.
Roger, KGPL. 11K, en route. Car 11 King, go ahead.
R&I reports the last arresting officer for DOA Jimmy LeBlanc was patrolman Fred Wallace. He was working a shift on Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Car 11K, en route. A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems. Can we try not to tell anyone?
City Center Unit 484 just occurred 3155 West 4th Street. Unit handle code 3 identified.
They don't know to move if the siren's not on.
I'm looking to go actually, wait for her down. See if I could rare old ideas. I'm trying to bring Russia into it, but nothing's changed over the years, right? He's on these cell phones. I had landline when I was 20. I still have a landline. I'm the receptionist, but that's how do I get it? Great if she said money's tight. Money movie done. Yeah, I live in Michigan. I live in Michigan. Right. Spent a month in Indiana. Spent a month month in Indiana, but that's about it. I'm trying not to stay home. Keep local shit. Cheap shine. No one sees me anymore. Maybe a job.
Any Central Unit 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
You gotta help me, officer, please.
Slow down. What happened?
I was just walking along, not bothering nobody. And these punks jumped me. They knocked me across my mouth and took my money.
How long ago was this?
Not more than 20 minutes ago, mister. They went that way, down the alley there.
Wait here.
Please, you sucker.
Son of a bitch is taking the car!
Shit, come on, let's get after him. Wake up, Cole.
Hit it, Cole. Spin him out.
Any Central Unit 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
You know, we got a siren, fellas.
Any Central Unit 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
You gotta help me, officer, please.
Slow down. What happened?
I was just walking along, not bothering nobody. And these punks jumped me. They knocked me across my mouth and took my money.
How long ago was this?
Not more than 20 minutes ago, mister. They went that way, down the alley there.
Wait here.
Please, you sucker.
Son of a bitch is taking the car!
Kid, come on, let's get after him.
Wake up, Cole.
Hit him! Clear this asshole off the road. Get in close and steer him off the tar.
Now, wasn't that a stupid thing to do?
Put your hands in the air.
That was stupid. You don't steal a squad car. Even today, you don't do that. Modern police car costs between 30 to 40 grand right now.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Cigarette, cig. $40. Oh, yep, here it is.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud. Julia Randall's ring. It's here. Seems Julie wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox. Even the engagement ring was purloined.
I got Pete. I'm gonna start with the quality, guys, but you guys want to ask me a question? Put in the chat. I'll read it for you guys. I'll read the chat. I have a second at the Pete. Back to work.
Arnett is a cad.
Oh my lord! Oh my god! American LaFrance fire truck? I haven't seen one of these bad boys in like ever.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
We're not going in that bad boy. We're going in our.
You're behind the wheel.
Those are
the producers. We're accused of having communists.
So how's everyone doing today? I'm just curious. I do have a mirror, guys, so I can see what you guys are talking about. So you guys want to put something in the chat, please do. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. We're also having a vote on something too. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. If you like this video or you guys want to ask me something, put it in the chat. I can read it.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little crook in the alley.
Find some cover.
died there. That was dangerous.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information. Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. Nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I missed his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
Do you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. No big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
The reason guys do it like this is because I don't have the time or technology or time to do it the proper way. I don't know how I would.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie? A strong man held down Randall while someone administered morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
In my head, feel like old Nedley. What did I do? Be so black and blue. No company, even I've seen to run from my house. All my life through, I've been black and blue. Yeah, I am white when I'm deep inside. Baby, that's all.
It's 10 o'clock? Wow. KGPL, 11K. This is not Adam 10, or Adam 12. KGPL 11, Adam 12. Move, you idiot!
Nice house. LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Wow, she's nice for being her age.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
We recovered a black sapphire ring.
A beautiful piece. It belongs to my daughter.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
a terrible night, at least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Boy, howdy. He sure can play these drums. Gene Krupa, right here on KTI.
I'm missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
Look where you're going!
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is sogging it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
I don't remember this happening in the game. Besides, by this time I think I was demoted to arson.
Christ!
That's what I made seatbelts for, Sherlock. You're a sorry idiot.
Isn't that the couple song?
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir.
I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop! LAPD! Cole, this guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air! Give it up, LAPD! Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop.
How did I get back here? Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork. I'm in the fashion business. You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective? I thought as much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
But why kill her?
She always looked down on those two. When she told them that she was cutting them out, they swore to get even.
Who is Henderson and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
So you've taken to wearing smoking jackets, have you?
No. What are you talking about?
Henry Arnett, you were under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
But first, take him to the hospital. First things first, you're going to go to the hospital.
You know the way. You can drive.
Especially I've been bruised up. I don't think I want to drive anyways.
Most well-known radio.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you.
It's getting, I don't know why. It's warmer outside, but it's freezing in here. Besides, I might do some video work later on tonight, guys. So, yeah. I think he's doing a live stream for fun. I mean, you guys want to ask me a question, put it in the chat. I'll answer it. Start with the good doctor. See how the good doctor's doing. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure 505.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better. Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Oh, shit.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Didn't see that coming.
That's different.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stolman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
So what next?
We have Reed's address. Let's roll on it.
Guy, no one can survive that.
fell for that broad.
We're running over to the make sure.
Incredibly beautiful. Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy, as long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Thank God I didn't park there. Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. This is a secure area. You all need to leave. I'm at a loss.
We have Reed's address. Let's roll on it.
What was this? No engine? I think this was a Hudson or a Nash.
You can drive.
This is our first place game so many years ago, so with 360, and it was not with this.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica. Find a game, Will, and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well.
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait. Cole. You hear that?
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Damn good boxer to be able to run this high.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
There he is. Where's the son of a bitch?
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Well, you had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
I don't drink, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's not totally bad. I'm only missing 2 clues. You see what happens now. I get yelled at or something. Boom.
The whole company is gone. The major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cal still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole. Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was won here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to first lieutenant.
Oh, so that's what happened. He got it automatically due to being him last.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
He's only a writer, so he can't really help me.
We finally collared him on Temple.
God damn it. We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Need a drink.
Can you drive to this one?
I almost like what are you going to do to Mark in it?
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
What's wrong, baby? Don't worry, baby. We're going to bed in a little bit. I'll go to bed at 11 o'clock, which is less than an hour away. Wow, it's already 10 o'clock on the east here. I'm gonna go to bed around 10. I'm gonna go to bed in a little bit, baby. I'm gonna go to bed around I don't know what time I'm gonna go to bed yet, but I will be going to bed pretty soon, baby. Maybe around.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want to word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
It's like pumping a dozen rounds into it. Certainly sends a message.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. It's that click. Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Heroin.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Find anything
Kept his stash close at hand. We have a new source. Or is this coming from what's left in circulation? Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. It looks like a couple of months' supply. Army surplus again. Goldner must have been moving contraband through the club. These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're VARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
They didn't even try to crack the safe. Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Another day, another dollar.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Well, you must have some thoughts.
We get all types in here, officer.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, Matt.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
What do you think?
Never the same, are they?
How did the bartender get in here is the question.
Never the same, are they?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries under Sturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Lloyd, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Herr Officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
I'm not looking to arrest users. I'm after the supply.
You just don't get it, do you? Some people can't live without heroin.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words. Cold-facts.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner. risk losing the trail.
Oh, this is how I get demoted. So this is how I get demoted. I was trying an apartment building in town. They might have own office. Burkowski, you asshole. You told my wife.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
He's only a writer. He can't really help.
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
LAPD, we have some questions
Hi,
regarding.
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Ega Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
A lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Word is that Jack Dragna is closing you out. You're going to need friends, Mr. Cohen. We need that morphine.
Dragna? He's an old woman, all right? He's frightened across the road. Listen, I don't need your help, boy chick. I got plenty of friends at the LAPD already.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. And you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad when people die.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. Just squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Hey, what's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it.
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Quarters?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I'm gonna make him take me to the.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coleridge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, Parade of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. This is the crate we recovered. $500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, a Goldrick.
The Goldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out. Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hub.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Red alert, red alert.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's a cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Stop that son of a bitch, Cole!
Code red, code red, code red. This guy has some serious toys.
Move, I got ya. You're covered, Val.
LAPD, drop the gun now! Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Clear, go!
Right back at the P. Damn, that guy was a nut. Move. Go to the P. Gotta go somewhere bed. I gotta go to bed tonight. Go to bed. I'm gonna be a busy, busy boy today.
Phone number and restaurant table. It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship.
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And the cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Felix, that morphine is turning up everywhere. People are dying. You got something you want to tell me?
I'm a bus driver. Do I look like I run a dope racket?
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
So you're telling me this was random?
They could want someone else on the bus. They could like using buses for target practice, man. How the hell would I know?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute. Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks, man.
I need to get down to the depot and see what they want to do about my shift.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Any Centro unit, suspect to be taken into custody in Southern California on road. Stand by for further unit to handle identified code 2.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you could come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Jack. Someone thinking I stole that dope.
Eddie McGoldrick. There's your man. Case closed. Can I go now?
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Want to take a guess where he got hold of the cash?
Not really.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
You're not a good liar, Jack. I know you want to help your guys, but this has gone too far.
If you believe I had anything to do with the theft of the BARs, or the morphine for that matter, I suggest you produce some evidence. I've had enough of this. You're wasting my time.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Come on, Jack. You were there. You must know something. People are dying over this morphine.
We had been in port 2 days, and the Navy crew were busy unloading. Most of us were making final arrangements to travel home. Everything that was stolen was taken straight from the dockside. Police interviewed my unit and most of the swabbies.
Jack, just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump. This $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are going to get plugged?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple that can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own man.
They just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit it, Cole. Spin him out. I'll charge for the tires. Keep your foot down. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. It's no good. We need to get closer.
It's down a little longer than it should be.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight. An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Coral?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie horde, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
What now?
The post office, Cole, and be quick about it.
You can drive. They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Yeah, my partner's a piece of shit.
felt?
Get me. Get it covered. Push forward. Take cover, you lunatic. Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you. Keep moving.
Get to a cop. That is the electric chair.
Who would ever?
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. God.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Treat me like shit, yeah.
Looks like Sheldon's bringing his own fire team with him.
Krajewski, Beckett, Goldberg, Driscoll. These are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has their unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
It's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
That's why I can't open his jacket for her.
Can you drive to this one?
Before I kick her ass.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
All right, let's kill these red bastards.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him.
Find the cover! Clear me some space here! Stay in cover!
Oh crap.
There, light them up!
All right, let's kill these red bastards.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him. Throw out the guns. There he is. Give me some goddamn cover.
Find some cover!
Stay down. I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
APB on the car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
You're behind the wheel. All right, where to?
I'm gonna call it a night.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap,
No buts. This is more important.
Okay, guys, we're done for the night. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please don't forget that bell. But we're shutting down for the night, guys. I decided to shut down for the night because it is late. It's almost and the computer is dead. So thanks for watching, and thank you, and good night. We'll finish this like tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. Thank you, and good night. Wow, 3 hours? Wow. So thanks, guys, for watching. Good night. I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. Maybe. I don't know.